We'll see. So did you happen to see the video I posted this weekend?
The one that I commented on?
That you said that my sister looks like Voldemort?
That's all I saw. When it pulled up, I thought someone's dressed up as Voldemort. And then I saw it was her. And I'm like, yeah, that tracks.
That tracks. It was this game that she saw it online and sent it to me. Yeah. And it's basically you stand there in a poncho with a shower cap on and goggles, and people throw drinks into your mouth and you have to guess what it is. So it was my baby's sister was in town visiting, and we went up to our friend's cabin this weekend, and we decided to play it, and it was quite possibly the funniest shit.
That's milk.
That's milk. We did a combination where it was like I threw milk and then
let's do alcohol and then add milk.
I just want to be clear. Milk is her drink of choice. She loves milk. That kid is a milk kid.
She's almost 30.
Well, she's 28, 7, something like that. Anyways.
8.
Yeah. She just turned 28. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anywho, but it was milk because I was like, she needs a palate cleanser in between.
Milk.
And then I promptly grabbed the vodka and I made sure that one went straight down her gullet. I was like, that went direct. And then Tex got milk again. So it went milk, vodka, milk.
Yum.
That's
yummy.
Curdled.
I can imagine that sitting in your stomach.
It was hilarious. It was like on the deck. It was such a pretty weekend. We had such good weather here.
The perfect Pacific Northwest weekend.
Yeah, it was great. And so like one of those, but just, I don't know, having siblings, especially a little sister, like just torture them. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And I got to torture her.
I love it.
But she volunteered.
She did. So can I torture her? I don't have any siblings.
Of course.
Fallon.
Is that a trick question?
I get to torture you. Look, you have a new big sister. Yay!
I don't think it would be news.
No, I don't think it would be either.
No, that's not news.
I'm going to come up with some drink I can throw at her face.
Next time she's here, we're doing it again. She's coming back soon. She needs to get out where she is. Anyways.
We should just take each of the liquors and just like, boom.
Yeah. Honestly, well, that's what I said to my friend Maddie, because we did it at first, and then we got it was like White Claw and Michelob Ultra, but it was like a seltzer, and then Twisted Tea, and then I only got vodka, and I was like, hindsight 2020, we should have done a lot more hard alcohol.
And then milk. Then tequila, and then milk.
Alcohol. So yeah, it was a good time, and we spent the weekend up on Marrowstone Island, which is in Nordland, Washington, which I got some ciders from there. We'll go into that, but with my friend Maddie's family, and we got a few new listeners, so
yay!
Yay!
Is this where you were last year when you had the bioluminescent?
Yes. Yeah. And it's directly across from a nuclear place, so we were joking that if someone hits something, we're vaporized before anybody else knows. Whew. Yeah, well, at least we're all together.
We're all together. Yeah. Those things that go around, how to survive a nuclear fallout. I don't want to.
No, that's exactly. I don't want to. Don't sign me up.
No. I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace.
It was,
It's love and light, everybody.
Love and light, literally. Anywho, but yeah, it was good. We did oysters and clams, and not your jam. But,
not my jam. It'll kill me, that's all.
I don't want to do that.
No.
That's not the goal.
Knock your socks off.
I will.
Go for it.
I will.
I will get some chicken wings.
Some chicken wings?
Some chicken wings.
I love a chicken wing.
Yeah.
All right. So I got some new jokes for us. I did some serious look into it today, research, and I got some. So I feel like I got some that are, I'm going to leave the more appropriate ones. Well, I'll do some more appropriate ones now, just because any of our new listeners, just so you know, at the beginning of every episode, we tell very inappropriate jokes, like so inappropriate. So just a heads up for everybody, these are inappropriate. Or, well, these ones aren't too bad, but
they usually are pretty bad.
They are pretty bad,
especially
knowing the episode everyone listened to.
Okay. All right. What is difficult for a woman who is gay, undocumented, and a drug addict?
Living in America.
Well,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
She can't choose between rock, paper, or scissors. That was one of those where I went to tell my husband, and I just kept laughing. It took me a while to get it out.
Oh, good one. That's a good one. That was a good one. Good. All right.
Hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your host, Meg.
And I'm Raina, ready to rip some Lunatic Soup.
Let's go.
All right, so our cider for today is from a cidery.
Cidery, yep.
That is up on Marrowstone Island or Nordland,
I
Washington.
love a cidery.
Me too. So they open just for us. They're not open yet. So like they open their doors just for us because they are friends of my friend's family, which is so sweet.
That is very nice. Thank you.
It is, and we got our own like private tasting. It was
I just love the
unbelievable.
artwork on this.
Yeah, so it's called Bird and Blossom Cidery, and the husband and wife who run it did this in their retirement. They were like, let's do something. And then I was like, so how is that going? She's like, not very retirement-like.
No, that's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but they took classes and they, I don't know, did a whole thing. But up there they have a winery and this cider house on the island, which is like
hot dog.
all within about a, golf cart ride away from my friend's house. It's really dangerous.
We just need to drive ourselves on. Okay.
Yes. So we have one that we're going to drink today. That is the rosé. And it is delicious, but everything in this comes from the island and the places around.
So it's local.
It's local.
I love it.
It's even more special. And I will say, we have had local ciders, like smaller ciders, all the things, and we, the funk that can sometimes happen. This, zero funk.
There was one place that my friend Carrie and I went to when we were on a trip. I'm not even going to mention the name of it because it was so bad. The funk, all you could taste was gym socks.
First of all, smell that. Zero funk. That was what I think I was the most impressed was like.
Because usually the local stuff has quite a bit of that.
And I think it's how they do it. We were talking about it. Tex was talking. He could tell you. It's similar to how they make wines. So he was understanding things more than I was.
Well, a rosé can be considered both a wine and a cider depending on how it is made and what it is made from. So.
Well, this is definitely a cider from apples. It's from like.
Ooh, it's very like bright.
Yes,
it's very bright and appley, and the color's amazing.
So the thing with all the ciders we tried, even the ones that weren't ready yet, because I tried a plum cider that wasn't ready yet. So good. Nothing was too sweet. It's all okay. Ready?
Hot damn!
Is that?
I know. My God!
I told you. I was like, I cannot wait for my co-host to try this. The whole time I was like, she's gonna freak out when she gets this. I know.
The heck? Do we know the ABV?
Not on this one. I want to say it was. I want to be like this was like a 6 to 7%. 6, 7. But I will tell you that they are naming one after us that we are going to drink on our anniversary, and I'll explain that then. But that one is
finally.
Do you want to know the percentage of that one?
Yes.
9.
And
that's why they decided. She was like, I think this one needs to be the Lunatic Soup, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Isn't that so good?
So I grew up in Vermont, right? And there was a place called Cold Hollow Cider Mill, which is still one of my favorite places. And we would go there on field trips, and they'd have these little cider sampling stations. That's what I think of.
Yeah.
Because you can almost like, I don't want to, not that in a gross way, but you can almost like taste the skin of the apple.
That's what it is. It's like at the end, it's like the funk we kind of talk about, the good, like the boutique-y funk.
It's not even a funk. It's like a... I don't know if I've ever had this type of taste in a cider before.
I know. It
is so good.
All of their ciders. So we did a pear apple one. We did an apple, and then God, which one was the Lunatic Soup one? I need to message her and ask.
So what's if you are listening from Bird and Blossom Cidery, I mean, do you know what an angry whore is? And if not,
I did tell her.
Can we just slip a little fireball in our purse?
Oh yeah,
and walk on in.
And yeah. I mean, I did tell her that. I told her what an angry whore was, and I told her what a sour slut was, and I was like, I am so sorry.
God damn, that is so good.
I know. I was so blown away by like all the cider there because it just wasn't too sweet. It's like
no, it's not too sweet
exactly
at all.
What we like. The apple one though, which now I'm regretting not getting that one too. Guess I have to go back up there.
I guess we have to go back.
I know, but yeah, we need to go up there because the winery is amazing.
Do you know what I love even more than a cidery?
A winery.
And
the wine is delish and it's beautiful. Oh, the whole thing is great.
By the water.
Right, yeah, you're up on this.
You can see Canada?
No.
Oh, you can't see Canada?
No, because which direction you're facing.
Because it would be up.
It would be up and they face.
And you're on the side.
Yeah, you're on the side. Okay. The winery faces out towards like Whidbey Island. You face Whidbey Island.
I love Whidbey Island.
Yeah, and then the other one you face from her house. You just face the nuclear power plant.
Boom. Maybe that's why the bioluminescent fishies glow.
Maybe just the nukes in there.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably
it's not really bioluminescence.
No.
It's just
other things.
Oh,
that'll go well for all the oysters we ate. Her daughter, she has a 2.5-year-old, and her daughter
who's adorable,
Annabelle, and she's running around with like an Oreo in one hand and barbecued oysters in the other, like eating one and then the other, like just just a kid of the earth. And she was just like living her best life. I was like, you go girl.
You go girl is right. Like there's no other response to that other than you go girl.
You go girl. Yeah, she was just living her best life. It was adorable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, today we are going to talk about Chris Bledsoe.
Okay.
So he's kind of been popping up in social media. Apparently, he's been around for a while. I just learned about him about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago.
Okay.
And so I went down a rabbit hole reading about him, listening to different podcasts about him. He has a book. Like there's a lot.
Perfect.
So this is a case where like everybody's involved, like NASA scientists, intelligent officials. He's, like I said, been on podcasts. He's got the eye of prophecy watchers, which apparently is a thing.
What?
Prophecy watch? We'll get into
Okay.
it.
All
and,
right.
You know,
all right. I'm here for it.
The UFO community.
Well, yeah, I know. And that's what I feel like I know him from is the UFO community. Is that okay?
Yeah. I mean, and kind
of him.
Kind of the UFO community. Like it's a bit of a soup.
Okay.
If you will.
We love a soup.
We do love a soup.
We love a soup.
We do.
This reminds me, like, before you fully get going, have you heard of the movie, the Hail Mary Project? Okay.
Project Hail Mary?
That's what it is.
Yeah, I'm almost done with the book. I'm not going to watch it until I'm done with the book.
I'm doing the audiobook right now. And this just, you talking about him, it just reminds me of that for some reason. But maybe it's because I've been listening to it all day and it's in my head. But,
it's good.
Oh, it's good. So good. Fallon and my friend Amy, who owns the winery, they were talking about it and they were just saying how good it was. And I was like, Maddie and I are like, fine, we're listening. We're going to do audiobooks and get it done stat.
No, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Most of it. I'm not done yet. So Chris Bledsoe is from rural North Carolina.
Okay.
And he was a small business owner. He was very, there were churchgoers. His wife and his wife's family is very high up in the church that they go to. So that's going to play a bit of a part.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, things got weird. Like he lost his job, things started going weird in his life, and then one day in 2007 at Cape Fear River in North Carolina, Chris took his son and went out with some friends.
Okay,
they're down at the river and all of a sudden something happened and all the people there saw it.
Okay.
And orbs started popping up.
Okay.
And they didn't know what this was. They didn't know what an orb was.
Right.
It started popping up and they didn't know.
Like
is
orbs
it a
just floating around?
Mm-hmm. Orbs of light just started floating around. And all of his friends and his son saw it. They were hovering above the trees and moving in ways that things shouldn't move. And this was, I guess they did have drones back then, 2007, but not recreational like we do today.
Okay.
And so they were moving in ways that they never saw. They'd float.
Wow. Okay.
And everybody saw it. And so then all of a sudden they were coming back and they realized we're missing time.
Oh, they
hours went by and they weren't there that long. So they're like, oh, this is weird. And he was walking around he was walking back to the house and he says that a tree burst into flames and a bunch of orbs came out of it. And supposedly his friends and son all saw it too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know how to feel about this right now. This is not where I thought this was going, but okay.
No. So this is, his son kind of runs off and is freaked out. He goes and finds his son. They try to talk about it. They cannot make sense of it. He tells his wife about it. His wife is like, no.
Yeah, this didn't happen.
Their family is very church going, very religious. This is not a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what you were doing. You didn't miss time. You didn't see anything. Blah blah blah.
It is wild though because when the Christianity part of that where so much stuff is of the devil or they don't believe it, but they do believe it.
They do.
But so for it to not be okay means they believe it.
So I'm not going to say any names. I'm going to keep things, they can say if this was them or not. I don't care. But so I had one friend recently who asked me for a spell and asked me for some things to go along with a spell. And they did it and it worked for them. They needed something to happen and it happened. Yeah, so the spell worked. She told me about it today and she's like, oh, I can't believe it. I did a ritual. I asked for something to happen and it happened.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the witchy side of it. Then I was at the school. And a coworker who's very Christian, very, very Christian, right? And she's like, oh, I was with a group of kids at her church and we have a bunch of testing coming up. And the kid at her church was like, can we create a prayer to help me keep good grades and to help? And I was sitting there thinking, which I'm like, that's very sweet. It's the same thing.
We talked about this before. It's the same thing.
But if you were to say that to the Christian people,
They
it would be like blasphemers. It's literally what my friend did, her ritual.
Yeah.
And then what this person is doing for these kids to give them a prayer, it's the same thing.
And then it also lines up with manifesting too. It's all putting positive intention into something and positive thought and positive feelings. You're putting your intention. All it is putting intentions into things. That's what prayer is. That's what
universe.
Spells are. That's what manifesting is.
Nobody truly knows who's hearing them, who's listening.
I know.
Do you?
Pickle Rick.
Which
should we turn him on?
Yeah, turn on Pickle Rick.
Just if anybody doesn't know, Pickle Rick is the ghost who used to live in my closet.
That we had a good talk with last week.
He played drinking games with us That was the highlight, which I need to get that on social media. I got the clips.
Drink. Okay.
I'm deep into Claude AI right now, trying to get it to
Claude.
It's like way more than what Chat GPT is, but I'm trying to get it to automate things for my social media and business, and then for ours is like my next thing. And because I just watched someone talking about them using it for their podcast, and I was like, oh,
Claude. I've never heard of it before.
It's just more in depth. Like Chat GPT is more of like you ask questions, and it can be, this is a bit more.
Does
like
it justify
coding.
your every whim?
No, that's one of the things that they
what
say.
I hate
it's
about
less,
Chat GPT.
Yeah, it's less justifying of like.
I'm really glad you put that out there and said those words.
Right. Mine's my favorite when I ask for like a content like post, and it's like, ooh yeah, let's do witchy chaotic like the thing that I'm like, this is not witchy. Does not go into the cocktail side. Those are two different ones.
Yeah,
There's
dummy.
Lunatic Soup,
Dummy.
and then it'll pull in kids' art sometimes because I ask it to help with like my kids' art things, and I'm like, no,
like
these
idiot.
are different. You can't put it all together.
Stupid computer.
Stupid AI. What am I doing? Ghost tube.
All right, so Chris is like, okay, I'm gonna try to forget about it, and then he does try to, and he can't. This is like consuming him.
I mean, watching a tree catch on fire and seeing orbs fly out would, I think, mess with anybody. Well, yeah.
So he started talking about it.
Okay.
And he started posting about it online. And these things kept happening. He kept seeing these orbs. And he has pictures of orbs. Like, I'll show you his social media. Like, it's kind of
cool.
It's kind of cool.
You mean like the time we were recording and that orb just like came through our camera screen?
After you
said, I don't believe in orbs.
I don't know if I believe in orbs.
And then one just like right in front of our face.
And then like went plop.
And it was the most insane orb I've ever seen. Yeah, that was cool.
Hang on, I'm trying to find. I have him on my social media. I'll show you after. But if you go look up Chris.
Stressed.
Yeah, I'm stressed too.
Me too.
Chris Bledsoe, you can see pictures of his orbs, and that's pretty freaking cool.
So he has pictures of all of them.
He has pictures of them.
Megan. Cut.
So like here, like
what
those,
the hell?
That is not your typical orb.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, where is he getting that from?
So this is a purple orb video he took in North Carolina with his big camera in Apple Pro resolution.
His big, can I see what the caption says? Let me see this. What? His Apple big camera, and what does big camera mean?
I don't know.
Okay, you guys, that is insane. I mean, it's super zoomed in.
But they just
so it was at his home. It looks like, it looks like a space inside, like it looks like outer space inside of the orb. That is so
cool. And he
cool.
said he has one that's the screen of his phone. And he says if you look at it, what does it say?
Castle.
Oh, I like castles.
Ooh.
He's like, if you look at it, you can like see a child in there. And there's some that say he actually lost a child, so maybe that had something to do with it. This one has like you can see letters in it.
But do you remember what episode were we talking about? God, what episode did we do? And we talked about orbs, and it went, and I was like, or it was molecules, or it was something, and I was saying
that looks like a cell.
That it looks like a cell. Yes, it was the Age of Disclosure.
Yeah.
That documentary. And I was like, they're describing orbs and cells and all the things. And I'm like, those are all the same. They're all the same. That looks like a cell. It looks like when people get IVF, what that looks like. The little one there, like, that's one of our babies.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But it's like moving. Like there's lights inside of it that are moving.
Like it almost looks like one of those balls that where you'd put your hand on it and all the like electrical currents come out. That's what it kind of looks like. Yeah. Or not that one, the other ones. But.
Yeah. So then, he keeps talking, and then he starts being noticed. Like noticed by
Pagan.
Uh-oh. Yes.
Castle and Pagan. Who are we talking to here?
I don't know.
Interesting. Stressed, Castle, and Pagan.
Okay. All right. It's not our Irish month anymore. So
no. What about Pagan?
I like
Paganism is the root of Christianity. Is that what you're telling us? Because we know.
So he started equating this with non-human, like it's non-human and it's intelligent because these orbs would like react to him speaking and they would start popping up when he asked them to, sort of thing. So he started talking about it. The government took notice. And then according to News Nation, NASA scientists and intelligent officials privately told him his case was one of the most compelling that they'd ever seen.
Shit. Is this one where you're going to like debunk him later?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Because
I like how you say that though, because I've done that to you a few times.
A few? A lot. Yeah, I just don't want to get too invested in
No, this is the one where I sent you a podcast.
Yes, yeah.
And I was like, I'm going down a rabbit hole here because I'm very critical.
Yeah.
I am a very critical person, and if I think someone's bullshitting, like I lose interest pretty quick.
Yeah.
Don't think he's bullshitting.
Which says a lot because you think a lot of it is bullshit.
They speak the bullshit.
There's just a lot. For her to believe this is very...
Big
deal.
Do I think a lot of it is up to his own interpretation? Do I agree with a lot of the things that he maybe meshes it with, like religious wise?
Right.
No, but like we already said, it's just language.
It's same, but
it's
different.
The same.
Yeah.
So his orbs, he says, are not just these lights in the sky. They are conscious beings, and he is learning how to communicate them. He says they can also heal and they can prophesize. What'd it say?
Irritable. Are you irritable? I'm irritable.
I'm always irritable.
I want an orb.
I want
an orb friend.
I'm like, come here, buddy.
How do we get one?
But apparently, like, and I may have written this down somewhere else in here, but he has had people over at his house, like officials over at his house, who have witnessed this because they are around him so much that he can literally call on them. Not just at his house either, in other locations as well. So if he is some sort of illusionist, he's pretty good at it.
Well, it just reminds me, I saw this lady talking about like psychics and mediums the other day, and she was talking about, it's the girl, she was in the show, is it Big Bang? She's the nerdy girl.
I started listening to her podcast.
Mayim
Bialik.
Yeah. Okay, so she was irritable again. I'm sorry you're so irritable.
Have a drink.
Yeah, have a drink. That's what we were doing. What she was saying is she was like, what if psychics and mediums are actually just dipping into like a quantum field?
Yes.
And that's what...
Because
so
she's a quantum physicist.
Yes. Yeah. And she's like, so maybe they're not actually speaking to exactly the dead, but she's getting their but they're getting information from this other field that their brains are able to access that we can't. And I was like,
yes.
Whoa.
Look at here. It is right here. I listened to her all day yesterday as I was painting my dick.
Oh, you're painting your dick?
I was painting my dick.
Isn't that you told me to tell my... I was sitting at the cider house when you actually were saying that.
Deck.
That poor woman at the cider house.
But his husband, and then Doug was putting together the new deck box.
Yeah.
And so there was... Right. Yes. And so I made a lot of jokes.
Well,
a lot of jokes.
And
I said, this deck box is a bit bigger than I thought. And he goes, it's average.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That's what she said. But that's either New Zealand, well, South African, but New Zealand is the main one. If they say, instead of deck, it's dick.
Dick.
Yeah.
Doug did say you should send unsolicited dick pics to Tex once it's all done.
You honestly should.
Just from every angle.
It's
a very nice deck.
New dick pic?
The new dick pic.
A new dick pic.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. With all the new colors, the new paint job.
He will just love a dick pic. Unsolicited dick pic will
unsolicited.
Really just make his day. So many good jokes that could come out of it.
So many. So Chris says that he can make them appear on command. Something he has demonstrated to people, journalists, researchers, and military officials.
I'm excited to follow this guy. That is so cool. That is something I'm very,
if I were to just pop into his social media, I would just immediately think, oh, that's fake. If I didn't know the background already and like what his story is, I would have been like, eh.
It looks like AI.
It does. Yeah. It looks like a picture of a cell.
Like moving and
I'm talking with you.
Well, what would you like to say to us? We are sitting here. You can. What do you want to say?
Are the orbs that Chris Bledsoe is talking about and posting, are they real, intelligent, non-human intelligent beings?
Is it like? Are you mean like alien kind of thing? Is that what you're asking?
I'm not asking if it's aliens.
Okay, just anything. Mm-hmm. We're talking to you. Continue.
I'm gonna continue.
Let us know when you want to respond. Sometimes.
Oh.
Interesting.
So sometimes they're just specks of dust, are you saying? And then sometimes they are actual intelligent beings?
Or sometimes I feel like maybe sometimes they are like aliens and sometimes they are like
Different?
Other
things?
But
what's the difference between an alien and an other thing?
I think the difference is that aliens are probably of this like
plane.
Yes, plane, and that other ones are from like a different quantum field, another
like a dimension.
Okay. Yeah, that's my thought.
Yeah.
That's just
so an alien literally, because what does alien mean? Literally means from somewhere else, right? But it's from this dimension.
Yes, from this dimension.
There.
That's what I like to think.
Okay. I mean, none of us know. None of us know the answer.
That just makes
it's all theorizing
makes me sleep better at night thinking that.
Okay. They're going to come down and probe you.
Well, that's fine, because then when I go to another dimension somewhere else, they're not there.
What?
Like when you die, they're like, you don't like they're
so you're not going to get probed when you're in death.
No.
Okay.
Maybe to death, but not. Gross. No probing, please. Anyways.
So Ross Coulthart,
okay,
an Australian investigative journalist, reported that a 2-star general and several members of Congress visited Bledsoe's home, and they witnessed this phenomenon.
Wow.
They witnessed these orbs, which, why are we not hearing more about this? Who is
Infant.
Well,
did he lose?
He lost a child, and he says that
it was
in one of these orbs that came to him, which brings about a whole other conversation of, is that how spirits are visiting us? So,
which I don't.
Is it?
And he just is able to see them, or like they're more clear
to him?
But then how are they clear to other people when they're with him? Like that's and not.
Well, in the podcast that I listened to with him, he was saying that like any of us have this capability.
Well,
it's just whether or not we want to tap into it.
I want to tap into that. That sounds cool. Having the orbs around, I feel like that'd be so cool. I think it's one of the things about like the ghosty world or like the paranormal world is it's fear of the unknown. So like when you can't see something and it's a little bit scary. When we're sitting here and we're like, who are we talking to? Who is this person that we're interacting with? Who is this? Where do you come from? What are you doing? It's a little like there's a fear of like, well, who is it? Is it something that has bad intention?
Good, bad, and different, yeah.
Which I guess with the orbs you would too, but it'd be almost like a comfort, like, oh, okay, that's just Pickle Rick. I just saw him. It's Pickle Rick. That's
right.
Who's hanging out.
Right, like the green orb is Pickle Rick.
Yeah,
I picked green because obviously.
Pickles. His name was Paul, but
Pickle Rick is so much better. So why is he popping up now? This has been going on since 2007. He's been talking for almost 20 years now.
Wow.
But now the U.S. government is acknowledging UAPs. They are getting testimonies from people who have experienced this. And this stuff was once dismissed, but now it's not, which I still think this is all a big game. And I think the government is trying to look over here, which they've always known this. But now it's like there's bigger things going on. So they're like, let's give them the aliens.
Yeah, give them the aliens because then they won't see can't go make taco tits and full on. No, except for I just saw something. They think they're feeding us
poison.
Peaceful.
Oh, okay.
They're peaceful.
Somebody else is the puppet master. I've been saying that
we know that
forever. I don't think he's the one that's actually in charge.
They're basically letting us see him sundowning to finally. God. No, that's what they're saying. Case.
He's basket case.
The case. That's the case. There is a case. But they're showing us him sundowning.
And for those that don't know what sundowning is, it's something with people with dementia. It typically happens in the evening time where they get really disoriented and
do crazy shit.
Right. And that's kind of
post pictures of themselves as Jesus Christ.
Doctor.
Oh, sorry.
Don't
He's
worry.
A doctor, not a pole man.
Don't worry. He was a doctor. I was a little confused about that too.
Are you recording? Yes, we are recording.
Are you kidding me?
We are recording. So we're recording what's happening, what you're saying, and then we're recording what we're saying. We're doing a podcast we talk about the paranormal, which is what you are, which is on the other side somewhere. But if you want to tell us anything about it, we would love to hear. We are very open. The people at home who don't know what we're doing, we have this app called GhostTube, and they can communicate through it. And we have found that it is extremely...
Unless it's AI.
It's not AI because you can do it without Wi-Fi. And it still works.
That's true. We've done it without Wi-Fi,
a bunch of times. And this is pre-AI.
It is.
We were using this way before AI was a thing. So, I mean, obviously it can be. Are you recording?
Excuse me.
I want to try the one that
went down the wrong pipe.
You sent me that video of the 2 girls in the garden talking to.
Oh,
it was so fun.
Ghost in the garden.
Yeah.
Like they literally just sit there sipping on whatever and they have it going and they talk to who's ever in the garden.
So that's what we're going to do at Meg's garden.
I have a lot going on in my garden.
Do you think?
Oh, I know.
Well, why am I not coming over there?
I'm out there talking to him. I talk to him every day.
Well, no, yeah, but not through this.
Not through that.
I want to go sit in your garden and do that.
Yeah, let's do that. I've never done it with that. I just know they're out there.
I have time.
Okay.
I want to go sit in your garden and
We can do that.
drink wine and see what they say.
I mean, it's my favorite thing.
It is 420. I could garden in your garden. Just kidding.
I'm going to come out later and she's going to be token up in the garden. Hot tub's ready to go. Just hop on in. So in 2012, something else happened, and Bledsoe had another interaction with something that was more than an orb. He said it was a radiant female entity that he calls the lady, or sometimes the lady in white.
Okay.
So he regularly communicates with her, not as much as with the orbs.
Interesting.
But does.
I wonder if she's like a deity of some kind.
Well, he says that she is connected to ancient divine feminine archetypes like Isis, Mary, Sophia, just depending on what you believe and where that falls.
In another place.
The garden?
In another place. I don't know. If you guys pick up on what they're saying with what we're saying, if you think something, let us know. Message us. Just because as we're talking, it might make sense.
Yeah, like
more
if we
to
go
them.
back. And...
Yeah, like you listen to it again. Interesting. In another
place.
name.
Do you have a name?
Yeah, do you have any name for us? We would love to give you a name, to have a name.
Yeah.
I don't think you're Pickle Rick.
No, not
the way
this
they've been
one.
talking, they were talking about pagan and castle.
And but we can usually tell just by feel.
They're in another place. Are they from another place? Obviously, they're currently in another place.
But you can see us, right?
The only thing that is interesting about this, which I don't think it actually is this, but my friend's parents who have this house on the island we were talking about, part of it looks like a castle. Like it has a... How are you? I'm great.
Good.
How are you? Better for talking to you. It always makes my day to talk to a ghostie.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is my favorite. Can you tell us your name? But that was the only thing that Castle brought up. That made me think that.
Oh, interesting. But that means that they would have been watching you up there.
Which, who knows? Maybe they're hanging out. Maybe they came back with us from there.
We should see what we get different from my house versus your
I would
house.
love to. That's why I said I want to go in your garden and see what it's, because we've never done it at your house. Well, I mean, you've done it.
I have done it, but
I've never done it at your house.
And I said, "Where are you?" And it said on the shelf, and that's where I keep all
it's
of my
dark
dead people.
where you're at.
Whoa.
Well,
come into the light.
Come into the light, or go to the light, whatever you decide, if you want to.
So, this is where the ufology type part of it, like where it goes from, could this be aliens, UFOs, into more prophecy.
Okay.
So the lady starts giving him these messages, and she talks about like the spiritual evolution of humanity. There's going to be a lot of global upheavals coming.
Yep.
And celestial alignments and all this stuff. But he wrote this all down back in 2012, 2013.
Yeah, wow.
And he talked about how a bunch of stuff is going to start happening when either we or Israel go to war with Iran.
Yes.
And he's been saying this for a long time. Now, devil's advocate. Could that always have been a possibility? Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot that goes on in the Middle East. And there's always been strife and there's always been upheaval.
Yeah.
But he does talk about like the U.S. coming into power that is going to be very like...
Are you afraid?
No.
No. Are you afraid? Should we be afraid?
Are you afraid of what we're talking about? Well, I mean, next thing it talks about warnings and doomsday prophecies.
So maybe
maybe that's why we should be afraid. But so a lot of what he wrote about in his book, like over 10 years ago, is starting to actually come to pass now.
Yeah.
Anybody can dismiss anything, right? And you can say, well, the Middle East, you could say anything and it's probably going to happen because there's so much strife in that area. But it's just very specific.
And what I love about it, too, is we know that I'm big into astrology. Astrology ties into that, too.
All right, talk to me about that.
Well, just the charts, like people look up the natal charts of like when a country was formed and the certain planets go into a certain spot when wars happen, and it's very consistent. And so people were predicting that this was going to happen based off their astrology for a while.
Yeah.
And that's something
interesting.
Because it's in the US. That's why they've been saying that I met with an astrologer.
I'm going.
You're going?
Oh,
okay. Well, thank you for hanging out.
If anyone else wants to talk to us, thank you for coming and talking to us. If anyone else is
appreciate
here.
you. I had an astrology reading like a year and a half ago, and she even said she was like, there's going to be a war. She's like, I don't know what kind of war. There's going to be a lot of this, like gave a lot of things. And it has been,
she can see. So, because a lot of people say, okay, if you can tell me that, why are you being so vague? Why don't you have more specifics? But if you're reading the stars,
literally, you're looking at the planetary alignments that are
that makes
the same.
sense to me.
That
makes more sense to
and
me.
That's why there's so many, like, that's why I love astrology, because you're not a psychic, you're not a medium. They might be
literally
intuitive,
just
but
reading what's happening
and looking this has been the common thing when X, Y, and Z happens. So by looking at what's coming next in your chart or in this chart, that's probably where that's going to end up.
Interesting.
So that's been like this last week was I've seen astrologers be talking about this last week for the last, 2 years.
There was on Friday, there was an alignment that's like never happened.
And so people have been talking about it for forever. I was honestly very afraid that there was going to be some sort of attack on the U.S. or something. And nothing huge happened that I am aware of. Not the U.S. necessarily, but
no, there was a lot of horrific shootings over the weekend.
There was like really bad shootings.
Yeah. Not like a global country attacking or anything like that.
Yeah, and so but
we're just attacking ourselves.
It's fine. But yeah. So I don't know. But this whole month of April has supposed to have been very like turmoil and very.
And I believe it.
Yeah, there's a lot of astrologers too who like you watch them and they get you like terrified.
I don't like that.
Well, I don't like it either.
Yeah.
And then I find some that are like, no, that's just how they're interpreting the chart. Just because they're interpreting it like this, and a bunch of them.
Well, they also gain energy off of that fear that they're inflicting on other people.
1,000%.
Like,
yeah.
And you can say what you want about that too.
Yeah,
but
there's like, I just think astrology is so cool like that because you think, I mean, there's no way that the planets don't affect us because it does. Like it affects water and we've talked about this before and everything. But it's just how you interpret it and what it is. But the war part, or like looking at history. I see you.
I think this is someone new.
Who do you see? Is it Edward Cullen staring at me? Oh, that rhymed.
Piercing eyes.
Or size Edward Cullen. Oh my God. Another thing. Stephanie Myers.
Yes.
Lives on that island.
Oh, does she?
Yes.
I didn't know she moved up here. Interesting, because she was down in Arizona, I think, when she wrote the books.
Well, all I know is that she lives on that island.
I think I recognize.
Sinner.
That's me.
And me. I am a sinner.
Great movie too.
Well, according
it's
to,
a great movie.
I mean, if that's what you believe, this is definitely someone new. You
can feel it. You can feel the energy shifted.
Open what?
No, let's not open
no.
anything. We're not opening anything. I rebuke you.
Ooh, do you say that?
No.
Blasphemer. No negative energy here. Only love and light.
And no opening anything.
Yeah, we're not open to any of that. So mind your business.
So this lady in white, he says her dress was such a
knife.
No, thank you.
Perfect.
Her dress was such a bright white that he could hardly look at it. She was seated on a massive stone-carved throne in the recess of a canyon wall. And he said that other beings led him near her, and he watched her, and she just had this power that kind of overtook him. He describes her as like the mother spirit almost, which is, that divine feminine that we talked about.
Let me try. No,
we're not opening anything.
It says, let me try.
We're not opening anything.
No trying.
And he says that a benevolent aura surrounded all of his experiences. So she brought him this peace.
Okay.
And he's like, I know this sounds crazy. Like, he's always been like that. He's like, I know this is crazy. I know this sounds insane.
And those are the kind of people I love and respect, because that's how I feel about the paranormal thing is like, when I tell people, I'm like, listen, I know this is crazy. Not everyone believes it. But the people who have experienced it or are open to it, you get it. And that's what I feel like that is very...
So back in 2013, this is the message that I was telling you about. It was 2013. He has this written down. This is well documented. It says that thousands of orbs would rise from the world's oceans in 2026 when Iran and Israel started bombing each other.
Okay.
He said that the orbs and this is what he was told by the lady in white, that they would specifically appear to stop the conflict and wake humanity up before it destroys himself. And that goes back to everything we've ever learned about
church.
Go to church.
You go to church.
With everything the Pope is saying about Trump.
The best.
There's this, it was Medea, and she, like, all my non-religious ass when I hear the Pope say something, I am living for the Lord. I am living for the Lord.
One time I'm signed up. That is there.
Like, yep. Praise God.
Praise Jesus.
But he and this talks about like all of the things that we have talked about, and not just talked about but seen, that the other beings, whoever that may be, stop us from harming ourselves.
Which again,
Like, it's divine intervention, and it's happened before. We know specifically it happened in World War II. How many other times did it happen?
I'm sure it's happened a ton. I'm sure it is currently happening now.
And then that lets us know that we are being watched and that we are being protected.
What do we say?
Ourselves.
They are literally babysitting us and being like, let's not kill each other. We're like a bunch of toddlers running around, and the aliens are like, please don't kill each other. Like, learn to live together. Be nice to each other.
No, thank you.
And we're like, no, let's just,
No, we want power more than that.
You don't have papers? Your skin's a different color?
Me.
No. Horrible.
This person that I work with who I would gather does not politically align with myself. But we work with each other. Works for an or volunteers for an organization.
Dice.
Roll the
dice.
That takes in dogs, like pregnant dogs from Mexico.
Oh, wow.
And so she got one last night, and I was texting her. I'm like, how is she? And she goes, she's giving birth in my car right now.
Holy
she had 9
shit.
puppies. And today she says, all of the puppies are American citizens. And I said, for now, as I walked out of the room.
Coming from someone whose children, I'm like, for now.
For now.
Because they're going after birthright citizenship.
Oh,
The fuck?
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
So anyway, Chris talked about this. Chris Bledsoe.
You fell.
Oh,
no.
That sounds like a terrible way to go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So he's talked about this, that in 2026 this is going to happen. Blah blah blah.
You're weak.
Oh,
You fell in your week.
I'm sorry. And then in December 2023, he said that new knowledge started coming about, and it was given to him during a series of new encounters he had with the lady. And she told him that the orbs would appear when, quote, Regulus turning red at the Sphinx's gaze. So that made no sense to Bledsoe.
Yeah.
He had no idea. He's not an astronomer. He's not an astrologer. He is a regular man who's receiving messages.
Who was religious or is religious.
He is religious.
Okay.
Yeah, and he equates all of this to God and Jesus, which is part of where the message, like where I lose part of the message.
Right.
But then if you, like, I'm not going to be like a bunch of other people and go, that don't make sense to me. I don't believe you. No, it's language. It's language.
It's taken me a while to get there, but because I think with our upbringing that we both had religious trauma, it's so hard to want to like understand when people say God as something, but I now, like you're saying, like I can understand their terminology that aligns. It's alongside mine. It's just different.
It's this
gate.
Open up the gate. I don't know if we should open up any
We're not
gates.
opening any gates here.
So
No gates.
a lot of people thought that had to do with Easter. He never specifically said Easter. At some point, people started talking about Easter 2026, and he's like, I mean, it could be. I just know 2026, right?
Yeah.
And so then it started going around on the internet that on Easter, the star, Regulus is a star, was going to appear above the Sphinx. And that's when it caught my attention, because I'm like, oh, man, if they really choose to come back on Easter, like, come on.
Well, it was like, I think I said this last week, but I can't remember when they were saying, like, people were alleging that Kinkle McTaco Tits had kicked the bucket.
Which, how many times has that happened?
Well, yeah, so many times. But and then other people were like, don't let it be today. Of all the days. Don't let it.
Not Good Friday. Not Good Friday.
Good Friday. Because it will be.
No. Yeah. It's a sign from the Lord above.
And my dad went to hell when he died because he didn't believe in Jesus, according to them. But Trump just walking.
Although I think there's starting to be some cracks in his fan base.
Not with my side of the family.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. But I do think people are starting to be like, shit.
I've seen a lot of people start to turn, and his numbers are finally going down.
So we'll see.
Hopefully along with his pulse. Anyways.
This is for entertainment purposes only.
I was talking about Edward Cullen right there. Because he's so cold.
He doesn't have a pulse.
He's vampiric.
Because he's a vampire.
A vampire. Yeah. Yes. What vampire movie? They do his an vampire movie.
Which one is it? I mean, they do in a
Interview
lot.
with the Vampire.
Oh, I freaking
don't
love
they?
that movie.
Isn't that the one that they hiss?
Freaking love that movie.
I feel like I see Tom Cruise hissing.
So we are currently working on paperwork to reinstate my husband's Canadian citizenship.
Yep.
And for entertainment purposes only. Like, I don't know. Can I say that without getting in trouble? I don't know. Who's going to come after me? Whatever.
Well, I don't know. A lot of people maybe.
And so as we were doing this, you have to get a bunch of paperwork and documents. And his family is from Pont du Lac. Do you know what Louis' last name is?
Pondulac.
Yes, and I said, hot dog, we're going back.
We're going back. Sign me up. Give me a vampire.
Give me I literally said this to Doug. I'm like, as long as Louis is waiting for me, I'm good to go.
And he's like, take her.
Yeah,
Take her.
pretty much.
Take her.
Yeah. Mia's like, should I start dinner? I'm like, no, slow your roll, kid. I will be home.
Down. What time is it?
It's 5:15.
Okay.
We're gonna. So anyway, he specifically believed that this would happen around the September equinox in the fall of 2006. Several astrologers. Not necessarily.
So when do you think?
Give us a timeline.
When is this going to happen?
So astrologers heard this news and they explained kind of what this message meant. So Regulus is the brightest star in the constellation of Leo, which is the lion.
Yep.
And in ancient Egyptian symbolism, the Sphinx is linked to Leo.
Okay.
Okay. So the gaze refers to the moment that Regulus rises above the eastern horizon, appearing directly in the line of sight of the Sphinx.
Okay.
So it can't necessarily be behind it, like some people were saying, because of where its positioning is. But if it's in its gaze, it's going to be in front of him. So I guess however you're looking, it could look one way or the other.
Yeah.
So as Regulus rises, light passes through a much thicker layer of the Earth's atmosphere than when it is overhead. So it's saying that it'll be red, but Regulus is a cooler star, so it shows up as blue. But when the atmosphere scatters away the blue and violet light, it leaves a red and orange hue for the wavelengths that reaches our eyes. So it is possible.
Okay.
And it should be happening this year.
Okay.
Like according to
astrologers.
No, not astrologers. Astronomers. Because nobody's going to believe anything an astrologer says.
No. I meant to say
but
astronomers
say, yes, it could happen and it is possible and it could happen this year. So Easter was kind of one of those, we've talked about this a lot, where social media takes off and blah, 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 blah. And I hate that because it really makes people not believe when something's real.
Well, how many times have the rapture been happening and we're still here?
We missed our rapture video this last time. That's okay. There was one in March, I think, March 20-something.
Oh, God, we missed that.
Yeah, we missed it. That's our best videos, by the way, you guys.
Yeah, get the most views.
The rapture videos that we do. And they're usually the stupidest ones.
They take no time.
No time, no thought,
and
nothing.
They're just us waiting for the rapture to happen that never comes. Dead. Oh. You're dead?
Like funny-wise?
Or dead funny? Because I say dead when I think it's funny. Dead, dying, dead.
No sources.
No sources.
So people are also some of the people are saying that this is a doomsday prediction and that everything escalating in the Middle East. There's rising tensions involving Russia and Iran.
Believe.
I believe. We always sing two different songs. I was going with Shrek. I believe.
And I was going the darkness. I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. That was the best. And if that is not our two personalities.
Completely. 100%.
And it happens so often.
All the time. I'm pretty sure it happened last episode or one of the last
No, it did.
It
happened in the last episode, but it's my favorite because, why did that word just trigger both of us? It triggered both of our 80 cellar.
We don't have a cellar, so.
My grandma used to have a wine cellar. Is that what you mean?
Wine cellar.
It was great. It smelled like but it used to be a bomb shelter.
Oh.
They built it. When they built it, it was during the
Cold War?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And they built it with a a bomb shelter, and then they turned it into a wine cellar. It smelled like mothballs, but it was beautiful.
I bet it did.
It was amazing. Had these big doors on it that were looked like something from medieval times.
Ooh, I like it.
It was beautiful. All these huge candles everywhere that they would light and let drip. You have one, but they had tons of them.
I love it.
It was so magical down there.
I want one like that.
It was the best. I'll show you videos of it.
Yes,
we have
please.
videos of it.
Of
my sisters getting in fights down there.
Oh, even better.
Cake fights and, all hell breaking loose. It was a great time.
So this is saying that whatever's going to happen is going to happen across oceans. So could that mean that it could be seen from everywhere? Is it going to, what, everything's up for interpretation, right?
Of course.
Chris does point out that the lady never gave him a calendar date, only symbols that coincide with 2026. And he's always said 2026.
I do feel like 2026, I've heard so much from so many people about this year.
And it's not just him. There's been a lot of prophecies about 2026.
Right.
And I
think,
and is it going to be this big grand thing or is it going to be more of a subtle shift?
So, and that's what I'm starting to realize because you hear people talk about these things and you see, people,
when has there ever been a big
grand thing? But also maybe is there going to be because there hasn't been? Are the aliens just all of a sudden going to be like, hey, bitch, here we are, motherfuckers. Calm down. Put your guns down. we don't want those.
No,
aliens.
we don't want those
We don't
ones.
want Mars Attacks aliens.
That's such a good movie.
All you think about is their heads exploding and they're like,
Yep.
to the music.
What was the song?
I can't remember.
Tex is yelling it right now.
I know. So good though.
So now they're saying that the real alignment of Regulus at the Sphinx's gaze. I hate saying the word Sphinx.
Like, it reminds you of sphincter.
Yep. Yep. This makes you clench a little.
Tighten so you don't get probed.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So they're saying October 7th, 2026.
Cool.
Again, he's never committed to a precise date. This is just what astronomers are saying that could happen at that time.
It's looking like if there was
I'm
a time.
going to be in Florida at that time.
Are you?
So.
I feel like I'm going to be somewhere, but no, I will have I'm going to Lake Powell for my aunt's 70th birthday.
I want to go to Lake Powell.
Yeah, we have a houseboat.
That's awesome.
I know, I'm really excited.
It's a good movie too.
I've never seen
Houseboats with Cary Grant.
Oh, Houseboat. Oh, I've never seen that movie either.
Sophia Loren. Oh, fantastic.
I know who he is.
So this is kind of like, this is why he is the orb thing and the lady and his predictions. So his predictions don't go past 2026. He has kept it pretty open-ended, and he's admitted, I don't know. I am telling you a message that I have received.
I've heard a lot of people say their predictions don't go past 2026, and it's like freaks people out, but I just feel like because maybe we're going on this huge timeline shift.
I think we're going into a slip.
Okay.
I think we're gonna go like it. Maybe we won't see it.
We won't see it, but
we're gonna feel it.
Yep.
And there's a lot going on. What is that? The thing with all the and they say there was another blip.
Oh,
what is that?
God damn it! No, should be quiet for a minute. It's gonna come to me.
Be quiet.
I can see it. Fuck off, Megan. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, it's gonna come to me. A Schumann residence.
Yes. There she is, the Schumann residence.
Showing up.
But that's been blipping a lot lately.
Yeah,
whatever that
black.
means. Yes.
Where there's nothing.
Yeah, and I don't know enough about that to know what that actually means.
So I don't know either, but it's something that has to do, like, it's a legit thing. And but there are times when it is going off the charts, and when it's going off the charts is when, when you're with a bunch of people and you're like, I couldn't sleep last night and I'm the most exhausted I have ever been, and all this stuff, like, then that's when it's off the charts. Or sometimes it'll be nothing and people will be like, have you felt X, Y, and Z? That it seems there's something that goes along.
So it's like
with
an energy shift.
An energy shift, yes. Which also happens
maybe
with astrology.
There's a big energy shift coming.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know.
No, so allegedly there is. We are now in the age of Aquarius, if we're going astrology wise. Sing it.
The dawning of the age. Anyway, continue.
I'm gonna dance.
Yeah.
And with that, there is supposed to be a huge shift to the divine feminine. That feminine.
Finally.
And that's what everyone is saying, that like there's all this fear mongering about what's going on, but also there's.
Is that why they're coming so hard on women?
Is that what he said?
Coming down so hard on women?
Yes.
Does that make it any
well,
better?
I think that it is literally grasping for the last bits of misogyny.
Yeah.
As we all, female collective, are starting to wake up and be like,
this is bullshit.
No. Did you hear about that website?
Yes. And women are the problem.
Yeah. Give me the fucking bear. If you don't know what we're talking about.
And not one of them reported it. 65 million subscribers.
How did they find out about it? No, it wasn't 65 million subscribers. It was 65 million visitors in 1 month.
In 1 month. CNN broke the story. I don't know how.
Also, there are the people who did the Ashley Madison, was that what it was? Where everyone was like, found out
like
they
the
were
Duggars?
Cheating? Yeah, like, well, were they on there? Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Well, he did a lot worse than that.
He did. Well, and his brother did a lot worse. He's in prison now. Same with his wife. Anyway,
yep, right? But
not all of you. I know.
Not all, but some. I squirreled. What was I saying?
I don't know.
No, we were going to
Ashley Madison.
Yeah. Oh, where are the people who did that? Where are these? Where is Anonymous? Where are the hackers? Dox them. Put their names out there. Who are these motherfuckers? Talking about raping and drugging their wives.
And videotaping it and putting it on the internet and giving other people tips. Like,
I can't.
But that's just it. We can't talk. That says more than anything else.
Yeah, we can't say that.
There's nothing
you can't
to say
that
because
we're censored for that.
But no. I mean, like, we don't have words.
Oh, don't have words.
It's so bad.
I thought you were saying that talking about it gets you censored, and it does.
Well, I mean, it does.
Not all men, but enough. How many? That's just
it makes me so.
I hate it
and angry. Anyway,
yes.
So you can believe Chris Bledsoe or not, but because of things that he has been talking about, there's kind of a new direction for the UFO conversation. It's less about spacecraft. It's more about like consciousness. It's less about aliens. It's more about non-human entities, and it's less about sightings, like UFO spaceship sightings, and it's more about spiritual transformation. And could this just be another thing of a rose by any other by any other name would smell as sweet?
Could be.
You know, is it just different language, all talking about the same thing?
I mean, I feel like...
So, I mean, the world is in crisis. We know that. It's been in crisis for a while, but now things seem to be shifting. And is that because of the information and ideas can all go so much quicker? But is that part of the laid out trajectory of it all? Is it supposed to go this way? Is the sharing of ideas supposed to be what ends the bad stuff?
Yeah, and believer of, like, my beliefs are that we are all here for a reason, on this earth for a reason. Like, whenever, like, we'll be in a text thread with our friend Amanda Shaves Your Grandma's Cat.
She does do that.
And I'll be like, why do we choose this timeline? Why do we choose this moment to be here? Because I'm a strong believer that our souls have chosen this to learn some kind of a lesson to be here now. And it unfortunately adds to me up with all of the shit that's going on with Cankle McTaco Tits and everything that, like, this was his role to play on planet Earth, hopefully to bring the downfall of misogyny.
Don't give him credit.
True.
But I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
He can't get credit for anything except for being an absolute pile of shit.
But, you know, and to kind of wrap Chris Bledsoe's story, he didn't like create this moment in time, but his story definitely embodies it.
It's very I want to go listen to the podcast. I want to go.
Oh, it's incredible.
I want to see it. What is it? Do you know?
It's from the Y Files.
The Y Files.
I sent it to you. Like, I'll send it to you again.
For our listeners.
Oh, yes. I will tell you exactly what it is. So the Y Files is a YouTube show that I absolutely love. There's a heckle of fish in the background that heckles him. It's amazing.
A heckle of fish?
A heckle fish.
Oh.
He's a little goldfish and he heckles.
He's our heckler.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah. So,
am I your heckler?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's my favorite.
So it's the Y Files Operation Podcast.
Okay.
So he has the YouTube and then he does the podcast, and in the podcast he interviews people.
And it's YWHY. Y
So
Files.
like this one, it's with Peter Lavenda, and they talk about Nazis, UFOs, and the hidden history nobody tells you. Like,
damn.
This is my jam.
I mean, we talked about that a little bit.
Yes, we have.
And that ties into...
And then he did a Roswell alien interview with, and your soul has been here 1,000 times before, and it's with a writer named Lawrence Spencer.
Ooh, this sounds very much up my alley.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It is between that and the Mayim Bialik. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. It's the Mayim Bialik's Breakdown podcast. I highly recommend that.
I just see her clips all the time on my TikTok, and every time I see her talking about something, I'm like, what? She's such a goddamn intelligent woman. Well, because she is a scientist. She's an actress and a scientist.
She's brilliant.
Like, so smart. But also, like, the things that she comes up with, I'm like, not comes up with, but
she has really, really, really good questions.
And she also...
And she critiques it.
And it's spirituality meets science. And I think we both appreciate that because...
Yes, because she backs it up.
And that's what I feel like the paranormal world needs more of, is the science
look,
backing.
She had Danny Trejo on her podcast. I know how much your family loves Danny Trejo.
He's a piece of shit.
He did some not nice things.
Well, he just stalked the shit out of my sister. He's very gross. He yucky.
And like he had Bashar. She had
Bashar.
On,
no
which
shit.
I want to go into the
that,
Bashar story as well, because Bashar is one of those things that I try to debunk. I try and
Bashar.
I can't.
Well, why are we not doing an episode on Bashar?
We should do it because I think he's so good that I don't want to mess it up.
I don't think you will mess it up.
I'll try. We'll discuss.
But you can go into it not trying to mess it up.
Yeah.
I don't think you will.
Yeah. I want to get it right.
Okay.
That's all.
Bashar, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is I don't know that you call him, he's not a medium, not a psychic, but he is someone who can connect. His name is
Daryl Anka, and Bashar is the being
that he connects to.
Who
is somewhere and gives him like the information, which I love. There's also
He just did Lee Harris. They just had Lee Harris on, who's kind of another, I don't know if you call them a medium, but like a conduit. A conduit.
That's what it is. And I have these two people that I love and follow, and I cannot remember their name now, but similar. It's the wife. The wife does it.
You've said them before.
Yes, but the wife is the one who does it. And they like got in a manifestation, and then they started meditating, and then all of a sudden she was able to like, and she speaks in a different voice when she does it, and that's what he does, which is wild.
Daryl Anka, he has actually had like imaging done
on his brain
when he channels Bashar, and you see parts of his brain turn off and other parts light up.
Because we're not using all of our brains.
No, we're not.
Our brains.
Both
a lot of them. Multiple. I have 5.
Do you?
I think so.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
Do they have different names?
Yeah.
Okay.
One is Felicia. That's the alter ego brain.
My children have said, Mom, can you not talk like that? I'm like, what? I get excited sometimes, and it flies out of my mouth.
I just want to be clear that having a redneck alter ego is not something bad.
No, and sometimes it just happens. I don't do it on purpose. Now I'm doing it on purpose.
It gets taken over.
It does.
Well,
it's like
we trigger each other.
Bashar.
It is channeling a redneck.
It's who we really are as people. It's fine.
It's fine. My daughters are really great at it too. My oldest, honestly, every year we pick her up from summer camp, and we allow her redneck alter ego while she's in the car on the island that we pick them up at. And the second we get off the ferry, she's not allowed to do it anymore.
Oh.
Well, she can, but she just can't be the redneck alter ego she is up there in the car with a mullet wig, because sometimes she says inappropriate things. She says swear words. She's not allowed to swear in real life.
Right.
Around parents and things, but then she's allowed to.
Time and a place, y'all.
Time and a place. And we're in the car. She's allowed to say whatever she wants. And she's, And
I bet she lets that freak flag fly, man.
Oh, she sure does. She talks a lot about all sorts of things. I don't even know that I can say it, because it's just, I'll be like, oh, God. Oh, Trish. Her name's Trish. Trish. She has a boyfriend named Terry, except for sometimes it's Trump.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It goes downhill.
It goes downhill real fast.
Good Lord, Jandis. Yeah, it goes downhill quickly. Anyways.
So tell us what you think about Chris Bledsoe.
Well, I'm excited. I want to go follow and research, and like, you've sent me some stuff about him, but I did not realize.
It's fascinating, and I've watched a couple of interviews with him. His story is fascinating. I feel like he's very humble, and a lot of these people are not. And I think that's what is off-putting to me as well, when they think they are all that in a bag of chips, and like, how dare you not believe what I say? He doesn't. He goes,
he's not.
You don't have to believe me.
That to me is like the biggest sign of someone telling the truth in these things, is when they're like, I don't care that you believe me or not.
I don't care whether you believe me or not.
And that is like, well, and I always say that to people when I'm like, I do a paranormal podcast. It might not be your thing.
Yeah.
And you might not have any experiences. You might not think it's real.
We are not a lot of people's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Or cider.
Or our own. Or soup.
But that's all that matters. We each other's cup of tea.
Yes, we are. A cup of soup. We're each other's bowl of soup.
Bowl of soup.
A cup of cider. A gauntlet of cider.
A gauntlet.
A goblet. There it is. There she is.
I don't know what that means. It's fine.
All I know is that all of a sudden I have a really great buzz from this cider, and I'm like, what percentage is this?
That was really good.
It is delicious. I told you this.
I don't know if, you said the other ones are good too, so but I don't know if that could be topped. That is so good. I am not a enemy. I am not a sweet cider person.
Well, I know, and that was my favorite about their cider house, was nothing was overly sweet. Even their apple was like the perfect. I
think that's why I like wine so much.
Appley. Yeah. Well, and that's what I said. I was like, some places are so sweet that it's like impossible. It's not good. But then when we were able to taste their cider that was not sweetened yet, and she would be like, oh, we still have to carbonate it and sweeten it. And I was like, I'll take it like this. You know, it was
so
just
when
perfect.
I can't wait to go up to Bird and Blossom.
Bird and
Cidery.
Blossom, yes.
Phenomenal. First of all, there's hummingbirds on the can, and hummingbirds have a really deep meaning to me.
Yes, they do. But their cider house is open during the summer. It has 2 stories on it. Like, it's a beautiful little, just off the side of this road.
When do they officially open?
I want to say May, but I have to look. I think she was saying they'll be open for Memorial Day weekend. So I'll look into it.
Maybe we should, as a heck, we made it through school. We should just go up.
Absolutely.
For like a Saturday and a Sunday, because then the husbands are home.
Yeah. And we'll go up.
Just us two.
Yeah. We can
and
go
Maddie. Maddie,
yeah,
you can come.
Yeah, we're inviting you to your own house. You're welcome.
Oh, we're staying there. Yes.
Patient
Patient or pagan?
Patient. But there are also so many places to stay around there, like Airbnbs. There's also Port Ludlow, which I stayed at the hotel.
I've stayed there.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
that's good as shit too.
Yeah, we
that
stayed
might
there.
be fun.
We
That
stayed
actually
there
might be
during
a lot of
COVID.
fun.
Olive was a tiny baby, and it was like during the COVID spring break. And I'm like, I have to get these kids out, and so
Want
we
to
went
know what's
and stayed
so
at the
funny
Port
is
Ludlow
we probably
Hotel.
almost overlapped each other because
Really?
I photographed Maddie's sister's wedding, stayed at like the Port Ludlow Hotel, was like their rehearsal dinner was there, but it was during COVID. We were supposed to go to Wyoming for their wedding, and then they changed it all up. They got married at their parents' house instead.
That's where my second daughter saw a bunch of stuff.
I didn't realize that was there.
And we can drive to Port Gamble.
It's so
right
close,
there.
yeah.
And oh my gosh, this is what we're doing. This is
we're
what
gonna
we're
go
doing.
Stay in Port Ludlow.
This is what we're doing.
I love it.
And we're going to cross the bridge. We're going to go to Port Gamble. Maybe we'll say hi to Pete.
Yeah.
And we'll go to the
then
house.
I want to take you to Maddie's parents' house.
Yeah.
Tori, if you're listening, her mom. The house is one of those. It is the most beautiful house.
Is this the cabin or is this different?
No, this is different.
Okay.
So there's the cabin, and then down the street is their house they've retired to. So they live there now, full time. They didn't used to.
I would like to retire to an island.
That is what they did, and it is
Pacific
the
Northwest
most
because it's my favorite place.
No,
ever.
and it is when you go there, it's one of those houses that you walk into, and it is the most unique, beautiful. Like they have a bar in there that is like 200 years old.
You know how much I love my architecture.
You would lose your shit. See, you would have.
Shit.
Wait, let me show you real fast before we. I'll show you. I took a picture of the outside while we're there. Oh, you can see what I'm talking about with the castle. Is that not the most beautiful?
Oh my god!
And do you see these are supposed to look like camp because you've been up to camp, so you know.
Yeah,
so they're camp people. They're.
Is that how you met Maddie?
Yeah, they're camp. Maddie's grandma was there with the person who started camp. So like they go back even further than my family does there, which is wild. But it's the most beautiful property, the huge property, gorgeous. And so we like took golf carts from like their parents' house up to the street. Kyler and I are riding on a golf cart.
Do you know how much I love a golf cart?
I love a golf cart
out here on Lake Tapps, my friend lives on Lake Tapps and she has a golf cart. And it's my favorite to have a glass of wine. And to just drive around on the island with a golf cart.
My child was riding around their property on the golf cart, not this house, but at the cabin one. She was going around the corner so fast that she was popping almost a wheelie, and I was like, "Girl, you gotta stop!" Maddie and I were watching from out the window, and she was like, "That's not my kid. I'm not gonna yell." I said, "I'm gonna yell." I was like,
"No, yell."
Oh, yell. I yelled. So I was like,
"You can yell at my kid if she's doing something."
That's what
stupid.
I said. I said, "You can parent my child." Because I didn't see it at first, and she was like, and I was like, "What's going on?" And she was like, "She's turning the corners fast with Leia and her
one
son."
or two?
One with. My youngest and her oldest, who's the same.
Oh man,
Leia's boyfriend, Max.
Oh, very cute.
Anyways, in the front seat, and I was like, no. That was no. Anyway,
all right. Well, maybe we'll come up with a nice episode from up that way, there yonder, and we'll record up there.
We'll research. I mean, it's up there where Port Gamble is.
I mean,
and we know the
Port
rock
Ludlow,
is the same. Like you know how.
And because we did the Port Gamble episode, we talked about like what's under the earth.
And there's also a harbor up there that is like called a hidden harbor. I'll have to ask Maddie. It's like called something like that. It was where everyone would hide during, I don't know, war times. It was probably back when like Port Gamble was
fighting with each other. Yeah.
And it's a very hidden little area and it's well known there for that. But you're surrounded by all the forts. Fort this, fort that.
We also have another friend that has a place up there that has offered us to stay.
Yeah.
Haynesville, up there near Port Gamble.
Tiffany? Yeah. But I feel like staying at Port Ludlow.
Yeah.
Because it's a really pretty hotel. Gorgeous hotel.
Gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Like,
I feel like we should do that.
Definitely stayed there before, and that's where I first saw a dolphin in the Pacific Northwest, was up there.
Really? The orcas go through there all the time. I get the notification, the Hood Canal ones.
I do want to see. I've never seen an orca.
I'm gonna pop your orca bubble. I'm determined.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry like a baby. I cry a lot these days. Anything that's beautiful, I just cry. When I met up with a friend one of my best friends from high school that I hadn't seen in almost 20 years, and her husband goes, "You're an emotional person, aren't you?" Because I cried when I saw her, and like things make me cry.
I think you and I are the same. I wear my heart on my sleeve a lot.
Yeah.
I cry so easily. My eyes well up, and I'm always like.
And it's not that I'm sad. It's just there's so much emotion, and it has to come out.
Yeah, and but also my emotions are tied to people who are important to me and places that are important and memories and things. And I don't know. You and I share that. I think so. But I would be if I see someone
like a song will make me cry
easily. Cry
talking about the past will make me cry.
Where was I? I was just with the kids in Texas, and they turned something on, and I started crying, and they were like, "Mom, are you crying again?" I'm like, "I'm always crying," but I always remember making fun of my mom for crying.
Wait a few years, children. Everything will make you cry.
I've been crying. I remember I've always had.
I've always cried, and if I get mad, I cry.
Me too. Can't help it. Just got to let it out. Better out than in, they say.
It means I'm always crying on the inside.
Oh, yeah, same. Honestly, same. All right.
Yes.
Well, damn.
So we'll see if these plans happen.
Well, I really love all of this. And but Maddie already invited you up with me numerous times. And we just haven't done it because what she doesn't realize is, first of all, you have 4 children.
Yes.
You have 4 daughters.
Yes.
And a husband who's not as the most socially probably wouldn't enjoy
Well, he wouldn't go.
Yeah.
It would just be me.
Yeah.
It would just be me because somebody has to stay home with the kids too.
Yeah. Or if you came, we would bring you in one
of them, yeah.
Because if I went and it was like us and Tex.
Oh, she would like that.
I know.
She would like that.
Honestly, you should bring them
number 3
and 4. Even though it's a lot, because 4 would get along brilliantly with.
I had to think about which one was 4 for a second. I'm like, bring my oldest?
No.
What? No, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just you're on this really safe beach. Yeah, I know. But then you have to parent.
Well, that's just it. I don't have to parent. Number 3, she can parent herself.
That's it. They go to bed.
Yeah.
You don't have to do much.
She's more like, okay, Mom.
Yeah. But
she's one of the more responsible ones in our family, to be honest.
But that's why our 2 are best friends, because they are like that. They
they
deal with themselves.
Yes.
In the best way. But yeah. But I feel like if we did that, if we were up there with our families and you brought her, and there's enough room.
All right, I'm gonna hold us to this. Eddie, I'm holding us to this.
Tori,
I don't
make
think
it happen.
Maddie listens to
she
the
doesn't,
podcast,
but Tori says she's listening.
Tori? Who's Tori?
Her mom.
Tori? We're doing it.
We're doing it. We'll come up and visit.
We're doing it.
They call it Robin's Nest. We'll go visit. Very cute.
Oh.
All right, you guys.
Well,
shit. You all should just make sure you go and get yourself some Lunatic Soup. And if you are looking for a Washington adventure, go to
Bird and Blossom Cidery.
Bird and Blossom Cidery in Nordland, Washington.
There's a little splash left.
A splash. Get it. Get that splash.
I stole it from you.
You should. Get it, drink it, chug it. And also, go and make sure you get yourself any kind of Lunatic Soup. Because at this point, I think, tell the truth.
You hate me.
I hate her.
She hates me.
That is the truth.
God damn it.
That's not the truth. What is the truth? The truth is that everyone should get themselves some kind of Lunatic Soup.
She said she hated me. You all heard it.
That's a lie. That's the lie.
You said that's the truth.
Joking. Don't hate you.
Say your part again because I can't.
I'm so sorry. But I mean, in this day and age, when the lunatics are the ones being targeted.
Oh, yeah.
We're very targeted.
Very.
And also, I've never been more proud.
Hold my head up high.
I literally just never have been more proud to be a lunatic.
Yeah, and we were lunatics before it was cool, y'all.
We were running around in lunatic shirts before people were calling us
lunatics. We gotta get some more lunatic
I just
merch.
realized that, I just need to update our store today. I realized that. And then we just need to get ourselves some new lunatic merch because I will proudly
wear my lunatic lunatic soup.
Lunatic soup.
Shirt.
But just be a lunatic. Every time Tex wears his, people ask where it's from. So anyways.
From us.
All right. Well, go and get yourself some Lunatic Soup.
And remember, in this crazy world,
it's good to be a lunatic.
Never better.
Never better.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.